It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Pistons in Detroit. And guys, for the Pistons, playing under 500 basketball over the last 10 games, they can do better, and they'll try to get on the winning side tonight. Detroit had some players leave over the summer and over last season as well. It's a young team. Looks like they're going to try and build around Andre Drummond. How do they go about that, Kenny?
Well, Drummond's not a big threat from the outside. So, you have to have a stretch four that could help him out a lot. Then he'd have room for interior. They drafted Stanley Johnson. The kid is going to be pretty special. And spacing around the perimeter is going to help, and that will make Detroit
Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Looking at the last game for the Cleveland Cavaliers, it was a loss to the Trailblazers in Portland. Detroit, Jody Meeks comes in for Johnson, and it's Udrih in for Jackson. A switch here also for Cleveland. Rose, he's checked in for Kevin Love. So on the floor for Cleveland, the forwards are LeBron and Thompson. Kyrie Irving is out there with Iman Shumpert, and it's Rose in at center. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. There's a good screen, and Udrih kicks to Harris. Here's Drummond. Rose with the block.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Thompson passes to James. Top of the key, Rose. 6 on the shot clock. No good. The Pistons go the other way with it. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
The offense just struggled mightily in that game. They went stretches where points just became very difficult to come by.
And ironically, their play wasn't that bad. It was just their shot making that went AWOL.
James loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's Harris, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
James dishes to Rose. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
Lazy defense there, though, fellas. Somebody's got to be willing to put their body on the line and try to impede his path there.
There's the dish to Meeks. It's stolen by Rose. And that one's good, Shumpert. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Cleveland.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And also, how about how well they defended the rim? Not just blocking shots, but also altering them here in this first half.
Passes it to Caldwell Pope. A three-pointer off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And the basket by Rose.
Really doing a good job of getting into the teeth of that defense here.
That's 6 of their last 10 coming from inside the paint.
Here's Udrih. He's covered by Irving. Now Udrih. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Harris. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. The shot misses. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Cavaliers lead by 4. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from the Palace of Auburn Hills. with the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
And just the way they've been able to pound that backboard, I think that's been the difference.
Establishment of a good low post presence, a big part of the success.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Rose in at the 5. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Trailblazers was simply terrific. He ended with 20 points and really caused problems for shooters with his shot blocking, slotting away any look at the basket. He had a great game in all facets, and his coach called it a complete game of basketball. High praise to be sure, guys.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a roll like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
Mozgov kicks to Johnson. Clock at 6. Jackson passes to Mozgov. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Here's Rose, and there's a whistle. That's going to go on Timothy Mozgov. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what?
There's 1:17 left now here in the second. Here's Udrih. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. To the inside, Drummond. Rose with the block. Now Cleveland moving it up.
Oh, wow.
This is a beautiful jam.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Now Udrih. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. And it's Harris off the drive. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
What a night so far for Harris. He has 9 points and some of his offense coming at the foul line with 5 points there.
Clark, 5 pretty big points indeed.
He's made all 5 of his attempts at the line so far.
His offensive approach tonight has been aggressive, and it's paid off with a lot of trips to the line.
And he clearly has been feeling it when he gets to that line. And, you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
James kicks to Rose. From 8. The shot is off. Good D by Drummond. Pistons have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
11 seconds left in the first half. Here's Udrih. 13 feet away. And no good trying to get that one. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Cleveland ahead, up by 2. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. A solid and competitive first half of basketball. LeBron, how do you feel about the team and its performance tonight?
We're doing a good job. We're on the road. You know, our shooters, we missed a couple at the end. Wish we would have went in, but they're going to continue to shoot. But it's going to be a big second half for us. So we got to continue to play like we did in the first half.
Continuity is key, LeBron. Thank you. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of quarter number 3. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one. The Pistons. Mozgov, he's checked in for Drummond. Ryan Hollins comes in for Tobias Harris. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Jody Meeks in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Rose, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Shumpert. Ryan Hollins is out there with Reggie Bullock. Then there's Jackson. Then it's Mozgov. And it's Meeks in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Pistons. James dishes to Rose. On the wing, Irving. Guarded by Jackson. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Leno Udrih, he's checked in for Detroit. Evans, he's checked in for Cleveland.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Now Udrih, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. He feeds it to Hollins. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Pistons ball. So it's the Pistons now. It's a 5-point game. The Cavaliers beat them last time when these two teams met in Cleveland.
And the effort down the stretch, those final few minutes of regulation, you know, that's what they needed, but they were burnt out in the overtime.
Yeah, that's a good call, Greg. I mean, there was a little bit of a letdown for them in OT, and that can happen after you expend so much energy just to force the overtime.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Cleveland leading by 5. Left side Irving. Meeks with the steal. Here's Udrih. Picked by Mozgov. Udrih, the pass to Meeks. It's good. This time the assist from Udrih. Udrih has got 4 assists in the game.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
And the basket by Rose.
And every once in a while, he'll show up and give you some great moves around the hoop.
There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Now Udrih looking for his first basket still in this one. 5 on the clock. And with that shot, the Cleveland leaders cut down to 3 points on the bucket from Meeks.
Wow, you don't see him make plays like that very often. That's a nice move there for the basket.
And it's Rose. This time the assist by James. 8 points for Rose.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And Udrih kicks to Meeks. There's 21 seconds left here in the third quarter. Mozgov with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. That's good.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And he lays it straight in. Rose has got 10 points.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the... Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Pistons trail by 5. And Cleveland. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Jackson against Irving. Rose with the block. Here's Harris. Detroit, no good that time either.
Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them, fighting for every loose ball.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Cleveland.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points. You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at him.
Here's Rose. Detroit with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with the Cavaliers' head athletic trainer. He told me that it doesn't look too serious. That is going to make things very hard on them in what is still a very young season. Hopefully, as early as it is, he has time to recover and help this team down the road. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. Hopefully, we'll see him very soon.
Well, they like him back as quick as possible, but they also want him healthy.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. James dishes to Rose. Rose with another miss.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Drummond a screen. Jackson drives in, gets it down to single digits.
Well, they're trailing here, but you got to admire how hard they're playing. I mean, that kind of effort is a winning effort. They're working the ball inside and trying to do what they can to get back in it. Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Jackson. He's got 13 points and 4 assists. He's been tough on the inside and displayed great vision with his passing, too.
And you know what? He is the total package today, giving them a little bit of everything.
Down low and finished off by Rose.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
On the defensive end, I want some of you to crash the glass and get control of the ball. The rest of you, leak out so we can get some easy transition points.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
In the break, guys, I listened in on Stan Van Gundy's huddle. He is not happy with their perimeter defense, saying, guys, way too many open shots for them beyond the three-point line. We've got to press up closer and try to crowd them off the arc. Guys, we'll see if they got the message.
Drummond with a screen on Irving. Jackson passes to Drummond. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Offensive rebound. Here's Jackson. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
That's his third personal foul. Shooting 2, Reggie Jackson.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 8. And so Jackson nails both of them. .144 left here in the fourth quarter. Rose up on top, defended by Drummond. And you can count it, he'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
A very hot shooting second half has seen them bring that field goal percentage way up.
Yeah, and they're cruising right now, looking to add to the lead.
The Pistons making a change here. Caldwell Pope checked in. Jackson against Irving. And stolen by Kyrie Irving.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Irving. Irving's got 5 assists tonight.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Caldwell Pope. And Shumpert pulls it down.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Yep, and they've simply shown more aggressiveness, guys. More desire to secure the ball.
Back to James. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Cleveland.
Clark, what do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
Simply field goal percentage. They shot the ball much better than the opponent.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And making the right plays when they needed to. Closing out this club for the second time this season. This victory pushes their record to 2-0 with 2 games left to go against the Pistons.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for James. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
That's his third personal foul.
He misses the free throw.
Wow. I missed. That's crazy. I got it.
Good on the second free throw. Here's Udrih. Dishes it to Mozgov. And again, unable to change momentum here. And it's Rose penetrating. Good on the shot. And the Cavaliers lead by 17.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Thank you, Kevin. Congratulations, LeBron, on this win. What were the contributing factors to how well this team played tonight?
Came out with a lot of intensity. Offensively, we moved the ball, and everyone was involved. And defensively, tried to get as many stops as possible, and we was able to do that.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now we'll head over to the studio with Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, LeBron James. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge. And the impact carried them through the entire game.
He flat out dominated. I mean, you see the kind of plays he was making all over the court.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
You're always going to have people who don't believe that you're really good at what you do, you know, and that's probably more so because they haven't figured out how to be good at what they know, don't even know how to do.
what's to come in
The other thing that we get to do next year is
tune in now.
Listen up. We're good, but we could be better on the defensive end. Set it up. All right, fellas, competition time. Beat the pro. Let's go. Nice work, nice work. Let's get some more shots up before we get out of here.